So now I am going to recapitulate chapter number 1, that food, where does it come from, right? Let's see now. So this is a different kind of food you can see on the screen. So food is essential part of our daily life. And food gives us energy. We know that. Why do we need food? That we have already discussed, because food gives us energy to do work, growth and development of the body, and also to maintain good health. If we eat food properly, then only we can remain healthy. If we will not eat food properly, then what will happen? Our body will not be able to perform functions. We will not be able to do any activity, different kind of activities like playing cricket, anything, right? We feel just weak. Ingredients, yes, all the food which we are eating, they are made up of some ingredients. So ingredient is a part or a mixture that is added to prepare a dish, right? These ingredients can be obtained from plants as well as animals. Sources of food, we know that the main sources of food are, there are only two sources of food, one is plant and another is animal. Plant product food, we know that plants are a source of wide variety of nutrients. They are required to keep the human body in perfect working condition. As I told you, we are able to do the activities, we are playing, we are running, we are walking, we are dancing, we are reading, studying, everything that we are doing because we are getting food on time, right? If we will not get the food on time, then what will happen? We may feel weak, and slowly we will become so weak that we will not be able to move even, right? So plants are called autotrophs because we obtain food from plants directly or indirectly. And that everybody knows. In class 5 you might have studied this, that plants prepare their food with the help of a process, that is photosynthesis, by using sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll, right? Due to this, plants are also called autotrophs. Humans consume almost all parts of plant. We know that: leaves, stem, roots, fruits and seeds. What are these? These are called edible parts. The part of the plant which is eatable, that are called edible parts. So these are the 6 main parts of the plant. You can see: seed, root, stem, leaves, flower and fruit. These are the 6 main part. Next is roots. As I told you that we eat the different parts of the different plants. It's not compulsory that all the fruits of all the plants will be eatable. From some plant we eat the roots. For some plants we eat the stem. So we eat plant roots in the form of carrot, turnip, radish and beetroot. So these are the examples. You can note it down as I gave you one activity to complete in the notebook. So these are the examples of the plants whose roots are edible. Then the stem. We eat stem of some plants such as sugarcane, sweet potato. We also eat underground stem in the form of ginger. Leaves. Yes, also we eat the leaves of the plants. These are spinach, lettuce, cabbage, coriander, mint, etc. These are the common plants. Then we have flowers. Flowers of certain plants like cauliflower, banana flower, pumpkin flower, broccoli, these are used as vegetables. So these are the examples of the plants whose flowers are edible. Then fruits. Everybody likes it, right? Now the seasons of mango is coming, so a lot of mangoes will be there in the markets, right? Guava, orange, apple, pear, grapes, banana. So these all are fruits. Seeds. which are edible can be used as grains, pulses, and oilseeds. Oilseeds includes groundnut, sesame, mustard, coconut, sunflower, and seed, etc. Right? So seeds are the ripened ovule of the plants which are used to grow. Cereals and pulses. Cereals, they are most important sources of food for man and animals. They are rich sources of carbohydrates. For example, wheat, rice, and maize. On the other side, we are having pulses. They are a rich source of protein and are obtained from seeds of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants which are nitrogen fixing. So they are common plant pea, bean, soybeans, and gram. Next, these are the vegetables: brinjal, tomato, ladyfinger. So these all are the examples that is given on the screen. Next, tea and coffee. Tea also is obtained from leaf, while coffee is obtained from seeds. You might have seen the ad on the TV that in which it shows that coffee is obtained from the seeds. Then we have spices. They have no food value and are used for adding flavor to food. And these are the, we can say, the soul of the kitchen. Without these spices, no food can be felt tasty, no preparation of food is possible, right? These are available in number of ways, like major spices are pepper, cardamom, ginger, turmeric. Number of spices are there available. Then sprouted seeds or sprouts of moong, pea, chickpea are very nutritious, as we have done this activity also, that sprouts can be eaten raw as salads or cooked, right? This is the right age. You must consume it daily, right? A small portion of the seeds can be sprouted in the night, and then in the early morning, you can eat it because these are very, very nutritious. Now, these are the animal food products, different types of food that we eat from animals, get from animals like milk, eggs, poultry, meat, and honey. Animals obtain their food from plants or other animals. We know that animals obtain their food from plants and other animals, so that's why they are known as herbivores, right? Herbi means others. Milk, we know that milk is obtained from animals such as cow, buffaloes, sheep, goat, and camels, etc. It is an ideal food. It is very nutritious. We should drink a glass of milk every day because it contains number of vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And it is very helpful for the healthy bones also, right? And the many milk products are known as dairy products are made from milk. So these are made from milk. That's why they are known as dairy products. Eggs, these are the rich source of protein and vitamin. We get eggs from birds like hen, duck, geese, and quails. It also contains vitamins, phosphorus, calcium, and iron. Then we have meat. Flesh of animals is called as meat. We get meat from animals such as goat, chicken, sheep, and goat. And meat is rich in proteins, vitamins, zinc, phosphorus, and iron. In the next chapter, we will study about the nutrients, different kinds of nutrients, right? That is components of food. In this chapter, we will study about all these, that which type of food contains which type of nutrients. Then we have seafood. We know that fishes, prawns, crabs are also provide us the meat as food. Fish is a major source of food rich in animal protein. Fish proteins have highly digestibility and growth promoting value. And shark liver oil is rich in vitamin D. The best one is honey, product from animals. That is the sweet liquid made by bees from the nectar of flower that we have already studied. It is often eaten with bread also. It's very tasty. And the most important part is it has medicinal value also. So these are the dairy products which we obtain from the milk, right? Like paneer, cheese, cream, butter, curd, ghee, etc. These are available in the dairies. So butter, cheese is made from curdled milk of goat, sheep, or buffalo. We know that ghee is made by gentle heating of the butter and removing solid matter, right? Whereas on the other side, paneer is called as cottage cheese. So these are the dairy products, dear children, right? So that is all about this chapter which we have studied.